the Coldstream Guards choose you, or did you choose the Coldstream Guards?
I chose them. So I basically I didn't know what. Let's be honest. You recruit a sergeant has a lot to play in what regiment you join because it depends on what they're in. But to start off with, it was going to. I didn't know the difference between the Marines, the Paras, the Guards, the Royal Anglians. I didn't know. I just wanted to be the best of the best of the best. I wanted the hardest training. I just wanted to be the best fighting soldier that I could be. And after speaking to a recruiting sergeant, I won't mention him, but he's a good bloke. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. But after speaking to the recruiting sergeant, he's obviously he was ex-guards and whatnot. I just thought, yeah, this is for me. This sounds good. You get the best of both worlds. You get to check the Queen, and this is when I started thinking, okay, patriotic and all that, and the history behind the regiment, and thought, yeah, let's go with that then. And so yeah, it basically came to me. I also did my research on it. I could have changed my mind at any time, but I just liked the sound of it from there as soon as I passed my training, and yeah.
Fantastic. And because it's one of the 5 Guards of Foot, the
Yeah,
Coldstreams, Welsh, Irish, Grenadiers, and Scots.
yeah,
And there's a fantastic memorial by Horse Guards Parade, which depicts the 5 Guards of Foot, and it's amazing. And you go through your basic training. At what point do they issue you with your bear skin and your red coat?
they don't.
They don't.
No. Like I can't say now. I don't know now. I don't. I've been out of the game a long time, but back then it was just Combat 95 and a crap cat beret. But you don't get your blue on it. You don't get your colours. We went as far as number 2 dress in basic training. So
Right.
we passed out in number 2 dress.
Right. Okay.
And I didn't get a bear skin. Excuse me. I didn't even look at drill boots. Yes, but I didn't even get measured up for a red coat and a bear skin until probably 3 years in, because
Oh, right.
I was operational in Iraq and Bosnia and other things. So
Right. Okay.
unbelievably, I was involved in an incident out there, which it's in both other podcasts. One's not released yet. Yours will be out before this, but it was a few days after the Jamiat riots. I don't know if you remember, the 2 SAS lads were arrested, and Warrior went through the police station.
Yeah.
Basically, it was a few days after that. We was in a snatch vehicle, and ours broke down, and a Warrior went past us, and so we had half a multiple on the ground, and I was obviously I was one of the lucky 5 or 6 with the half multiple that was with us. And we decided, we basically set up a snap vehicle checkpoint, and a car kept coming up and down, up and down. We thought they'd get to the RV space and turn around and come and get us. It was a long, very big convoy because the threat level went through the roof because of the Jamiat riots and whatnot. So there was a lot of non-movement of armoured vehicles on MSRs, main supply routes. And we were on our snatch breakdown, and Bowman, the radios, we couldn't get through to anyone. PRRs were out of reach. So we basically decided. I was on the VCP. Leading up to this point, there was an incident on the Sanger with me, 2 incidents on the Sanger with me, in which I'd use aim shots at a vehicle coming through the checkpoint. And it's documented. It's on Radio 4 Kill Factor, BBC Radio 4 Kill Factor. It's documented on that. It's I spoke about it when I was going through therapy on GMTV. I did a lot of documentaries on GMTV when I left the army, and basically I took an aim. I did a warning shot at one vehicle, and then another vehicle coming through did a warning shot. He put his foot on the accelerator rather than the brake. I didn't have time to think about that, so I've had to use aim shots through the windscreen at the driver. There was no bomb. The QRF went out. He was a news reporter. But I followed Card Alpha to the letter of the law. I had to go into the RMP to do an interview afterwards, but there was no case to answer for. In fact, I got a recommendation actually for my actions. I didn't get the recommendation because I got arrested on R&R, but that's another story.
Oh,
got done for GBH. Yeah, this is why I had to write. But yeah, going back to the vehicle incident, I was quite clued up. I was young, but I just knew how to be a soldier. I was one of the juniorest ranks there. It's probably the most junior Bob there, I'd imagine. But I just had something about me, whether that's come from my childhood or I could just make decisions and know what to do in certain instances. And in that incident, we actually had to abandon the vehicle and make our own way back to a nearest location, which was Scheibe, good 12k away. I can't remember exactly, but we got contacted on the way past from like a compound. Whether they were warning shots or aim shots, I don't know, but the flood and crack was going. We peeled off into the desert, all round the fence, 360 degrees. I had a UGL and the stun grenade launcher on the SE80. I was like, I was dying to let one off. I was just like, shall I, you know? But I didn't. No one returned around. No one returned fire because, let's face it, we was on our own and we would have died. We wouldn't be here to tell the story now.
So you've done your tour of Iraq, and it was action packed to say the least, and the demons were just building up.
Yeah, I was quite trigger happy at the end. When I got home from Iraq, I got done for GBH. I was in a nightclub in R&R, so I was the best. I was doing really well. I was at promotion courses, had a recommendation, went on R&R. A fight kicked off in Kettering, and a guy basically beat my mate up. No big deal. Mate lost a one-on-one fight. It is what it is. It's to do with a woman. Most fights are. And but for some reason he kept stalking me, and I was just like, and he came at me with a bit of force in a nightclub, and I just blacked out. I actually seen this bloke's face who I mentioned as a child. Seen this bloke's face, and could smell the desert, and I lashed out, cut his ear off with a glass.